Okay, hi everybody, especially all the students from Enniscorthy Vocational College. I hope you're all well, I hope you're all good, and I hope you're all looking after yourselves, and I think of you a lot, you know. I hope you're all washing your hands as directed, not by the adults, as directed by the scientists, yeah. And I hope you're all really socially isolating from people and staying back and following the rules, because we have to do this and we'll all get through this together, and things will be fine if we follow the scientists' advice. My role here today is to give you some help with the Irish oral for the Leaving Cert oral exam. Now, obviously this is a new format to me because I have no one in front of me and there's no students in front of me. I'm just talking to a camera really, so that in itself is strange for me. So I've thought long and hard about how to go about this. So because I can't teach to a specific standard for this video, I've been thinking long and hard about this, and what I've come up with is it's best if I try and teach to all standards in this. Hence I'm using English. Like if I was teaching to a higher level Leaving Cert class that were very strong, I'd be Oscuelga right now, and I can't Oscuelga, but I'm not, because I'm going to teach to all standards, okay? So basically, as you know, the interview is divided into different sections. Let's get cracking and let's do a bit of work for a while, and forget about everything for a while and get involved in this now here, okay? Okay. The first thing anyway, it says the interview is divided into different parts, and I think most of you know this, yeah? You have, when you arrive, what we call the file 2, which comes from the word file, the welcome. Your arrival and your just exchange of hello, how are you, sit down, what's your exam number? We have that. That's worth 5 marks, okay? We then have a reading exercise where they'll give you one of 5 poems to read. The poems off your Leaving Cert course, they're Gavin, and Tarach here, and Spalpin Fánach, yeah, Colscara, and Magrasa Idir Lubini. So you're asked to read one of those poems, and that's worth 35 marks, so now you're up to 40 marks. You then have an interview, which can last for anything up to 7 minutes, 8 minutes, and then you have the picture question, which I won't be dealing with today, but you have 20 pictures and you have to discuss what's in the pictures. That's worth 80 marks, okay? And that task normally takes 3 minutes to 4 minutes. And if you weigh it up, 3 minutes at 6 pictures is 30 seconds per picture. It's not a lot, you know, so, you know, keep that in perspective. It's 30 seconds per picture. Now, so, I'm going to start, and I've thought about this, and I think the first thing we should go after really is the 35 marks for the Leave, because with this format that I'm currently at here, with you guys looking at me on this camera thing and that whole thing, like, I just think, right, the best way to approach this now is there's 35 marks for reading the piece. So if you have this video and I'm clear on it and you can hear me speaking, then you can hear me reading it. My advice to you would be take the video, listen to it, and use it like an MP3, use it like a recording of me reading this, and copy the way I'm reading it. Okay, so there's 35 marks for this. So when you come in, your examiner will hand you the sheet. I've given this exam myself for a good few years, so I have kind of knowledge of it. The examiner will genuinely give you the sheet when we come to the reading piece. He'll hand you the sheet. He'll generally, or he or she will give you 30 seconds to prepare. And for that 30 seconds, just have a quick read over it, right? Now, here's what I'd say. When the 30 seconds is up, he'll say, okay, Lana Leis an Leave, 35 marks. And I'll be honest with you, most of the students I know from Enniscorthy Vocational College, you know, all of you should at least get 33, if not 35 out of 35 for this. This is the bit where the marks are handy to get, and they're good marks, and they're marks that you can pick up easily. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So the first one I'm going to read for you is Gavin. Now, you will say the title of the poem, and by Kathleen Maud, which is Le. If you can put a little Y in there and make it sound like Le, it sounds much more Gaelgore, and it sounds much more Gaelga, you know, the Le or Le. Okay, so example, so you'll start off, Gavin le Kathleen Maud. So let's read the poem, first verse. Anna bhí mé, anna bhí alta, as na teochrasa, a bhfuil clú agus cáil ar mar scéibh. Second verse. Chruithing crínta na cuile, trá le mo ghar. Third verse. Ach inis, Liam Shias agus Brahaniam trí lachúil an ground éonrach sin haul. Fourth verse. Tagan na cé te dine chile lá a dhéon hoc rud bi dom ach mé a ligan amach. Now, the one thing I'd say about this for anyone reading it, things to be careful of. First verse. Anna vi me, Anna vi alta, that's fine. Asna chochrasa, chochrasa. Next bit, I will clugus call or mishkev. Okay. The second verse, the first word, quite challenging. Chrihing. Now that chrihing. Chrihing crintin a kulla tra le magar. What's the last word there? Gar. If you can't get the gar, you can say gar. But if you can get that sound gar, chrihing. Ach, mea ligin amach. If you can get that sound, then you know I do think you're asking the examiner to give you the full marks really. Okay, third verse. Ach, there's another example. Ach, it's not ach, it's ach. Achanish, liamshias, august brahanium. What's that word there in the third verse? Brahanium. I would advise, by the way, sorry, I should have said this at the start, but as I said, this is a new format to me, so I'm learning as I go. I would advise you to have the poem open in front of you when we're going through this and see if it helps, okay? Ach, inish liamshias, august brahanium tri lahul, or an ground in rukshin, howl, just like a wolf. Tagin no ke te dina kilala. Now, if you look at the second last line here, it's not. I got this a lot when students came in and I examined them. They said a yenhig. It's not a yenhig. It's a yen hook. So you could write over that H-U-C-K hook because it's a yen hook rudder bitum. Ach me a ligen amach. Ach me a ligen amach. Now this is a lovely one to get because the last thing you will say to your examiner before he decides to give you the marks is ach me a ligen amach. Okay, one read now and we'll move on to the next one. If you have the poem in front of you, excellent. Gavin le Kathleen Maud, Anna vi me, Anna vi alta, Osna chochrasa, a will clue agus call or mishkev, Chrihin crintin a kulla tra le magar, Achanish, liam shias, agus brahanium tri lahul, or an grown ein rock shin howl. Tagin na ke te dina chilila, a yen hook rud bitum, ach me a ligen amach. Okay, so that's the first one, and I do hope that helps. So we'll move along now to the second one, and the second one I always do next because I just think in order of their significance, I think Kolskara is a good one to do next. Le, there's that le again. Podrig Maksivna. So it's Kolskara, meaning divorce or separation, by Podrig Maksivna. Now, this one has two short verses and a slight add-on at the end of one line, okay? The one thing about this one is S-H-A for the N-T-I-G-H, and again I'd advise that you have it open now in front of you, okay? S-H-A-N-T-I-G-H. Huntig. It's not shantig, it's huntig. Okay, let's have a look at this one, so. And then we'll recap over the difficult bits and I'll read it a second time. Kolskara. Le Podrig Maksivna, Huntig Sheban, Inyad a Chine, Fuiso Visgan Lack a Chine, Attis is grown I Dogal Chline, Huntig Shifar is Tev den Vrishta, Dieden is Shark is La den Chiste, Sira Harlar is Masna Milte, Hongahus a Retoch, Scaridor. Now, I find this one quite okay, you know, if you were asked this one in the order when your time comes, I think it's an okay one. Gavin or this one would be quite a nice one to get, and most students that get that, these two feel they do well. Let's have a look at some of the difficult bits in it if there are any. Kolskara is okay, Le Podrig Maksivna, Sivna. Huntig, as I spoke about earlier, be careful of that one. You could maybe write H-O-N-T-I-G over it, a phonetic. Hun, H-O-N-T-I-G. You know, if you were to write something like this, H-O-N-T-I-G. Now, this is a phonetic. It gives you an English pronunciation of the word, as in huntig. Just for future reference, if I do reference a phonetic, it just means to write it in English with a dash. Okay. Huntig sheban. It's not a bean, it's a ban. Big difference. Inyada kine. Fine. Fuisavis gan. Erlaka. Hinna. Watch the word T-H-I-N-E there because the H makes the T silent, so it's erlaka hinna. Attis is grown, idogal chlinna. Second verse, huntig she fair. It's not fair, fair is grass. She didn't want grass, she's not a cow. She wanted a man. So it's huntig she fair, not fair, far. Hantig she far is tevden vrishte. Not brishte again, it's BH. Vrishte, much that. Dieden is shark is Latin chiste. Sira her lar is masna mielte. Hongahus a retoch. Scorridor. Retoch. Do you hear that sound again? Retoch. Okay, I'll read it once more and then we'll move on to number 3. Colscara. Le podrig moxivna. Hantig she ban inyad a chinne. Fuis of his gan lack a hinne. Attis is grown I dogal chlinne. Hantig she far is tev den vrishte. Dieden is shark is la den chiste. Sira her lar is mas na mielte. Hongahus a retoch. Scorridor. Okay, and that concludes Ivra Do. Now, I'm going to move on now to Ivra 3, and I'm going to do on Tarok here next. Now, excuse me, you'd hear different emphasis in Tarok. You'd hear, if you get the page open there actually, in your book, and if you haven't got it in your book, or you have left your books in school or left in a hurry, or haven't got the Irish book, you'll find it in the past papers. And if you haven't got the poem in the past papers, if you Google on Tarok here, you will find it. If anybody is caught for a copy of these poems, if you email me, right, I can send you one a copy handy. My email address is Lawrence O'Toole, LAURENCEOTOOLE at wwetb.ie. So that's Lawrence O'Toole, LAURENCEOTOOLE. If you haven't got this, I can send you on a pack with the 5 poems printable on it, and you could work off those. Okay. Now, so let's have a look at this one. On Tarok here, Le Martin O Diran. Now, the first thing I'd say about this one is to watch the poet's name. It's Le Martin O Diran. It's Martin. You hear Martin, you hear Diran. No, it's Martin O Diran. The father's on the A in Diran. Okay, here we go. Now, on Tarok, because that word comes up all through this poem, I think if you get that word right and sounding good, on Tarok. Now, sometimes you hear me saying on Tarok, which is fine. On Tarok, but get the ch at the end, on Tarok. On Tarok, here, sounds good. And it's a chance for you, if you get that to shine on Tarok, here, it comes up all through, you can impress that examiner. And again, you're giving the examiner a question. Give me the full marks here, because I know my stuff. Here we go. On Tarok here, Le Martin O'Duran. Far a glonna cray, de gimshawn spade. So Gunas have im rochele, bin anum, son arach here. Far a cahav cleave ga grim, is on yamen yarageg lunru with danev graine. Yorling vaughan, nievrach an roirk, son arach here. Mina lochan in eictor diag hra, a goti krapaha, Scali he is fuhu, Tav roirk siahocht, son arach here. Toole vully fanna ag muddy rava. Currach land eishk ag chacht con clodig. Orvur vowel in nerele son arach here. Now, there are some things in this one that are quite challenging. In comparison to the other two, I would definitely rate this one a little more difficult. You won't be asked to read the full thing, just to clarify, you'll be asked to read 2 verses. Okay, so let's take it verse by verse and break it down to the bits that I'll emphasise or where I feel you might need to just practice a certain word, and then we'll read it the second time as we do. Okay, let's have a look, so all together. Have you got it? I hope you have it open now in front of you, right? Good stuff. And Tarach here, Le Martin O Duran. Martin O Duran. Watch that one. Here we go. First verse. Farig Glana Cray, that's fair enough. Now, the Gimshawn Spade. The Gimshawn Spade. No, it's not Sacunis, it's Sagunis Have. Imruhel le. Bin an son arach here. Watch fum there, it's not fum, it's bin an son arach here. The full verse, Farig Glana Cray, the Gimshawn Spade, Sagunis Have, Imruhel le. Bin an son arach here. Second verse, Far a cahav, cleave ga grim. Now be careful of that second line there. Cleave is okay, cleave. But it's ga, DH after ga, and DH again, grim. Now, people say yaw rim in Galway and stuff, but like the one we use is cleave ga grim. Now, watch the next line. Isan, and the red seaweed. Isan. Now, it's yaman. Just make that Y sound. Ya. Yak. Yes. Yaman. FH, it's on yaman. Now, it's on yaman. And there you have the word for red. And you all know what's the word for red, everyone? Darug. Brilliant. Now, you have the word darug for red. But look at that piece. Look at the word in front of you. It's not darug. It's DH. Make the Y sound again. Yes. Yak. Yahoo. Yarug. Did you get it? Yarug? Okay. So let's put it in context. Farai Kahav Cleav Gogrim is on Yaman Yarug. Eg Lunru I Danev Grene. Y again? Yurling. And it's not Bon, it's Vaughan. Niavrok on Rourke. Sonarach here. That second last line there, Niavrok, just think of the girl's name, Niamh Kino, or Niamh of the golden hair, in Irish mythology and folklore. Niavrok on Rourke, Niavrok. And if you can get that, Roch, Niavrok on Rourke, son Arach here. Okay, let's move along to the third verse, and we'll break it down, and then the fourth verse, and then I'll read it for you to record if you wish perfectly, if I can. Here we go. Mina ilochan. Women in pools. Mina ilochan. In Eictor Diog Hra. Now, that's a small bit spiky, that one there. Just be coramuk there with that. Be careful, be coramuk. Listen, Mina ilochan is fine, but it's in Eictor Diog Hra. It's not Tra, it's Hra. It's a H sound. Ha, happy, Harry, Hra, with raw after it. So take the word raw, like a piece of meat that's uncooked is raw, put a H in front of it like happy, and say hra. It's a bit like hurrah, without the hra. So in Eictor Diag hra. Say it everybody, hra. Hra. A goti krapaha, skali hies fuhu, tav roirk sihocht. Now there's a nice word, sihocht. Get that sound again, sihocht. Tav roirk sihocht. Son arach here. Now the last verse I find, you know, when I was examining students in this 2 years ago in schools around Munster, is where I was sent. I think the students that did get this poem found this verse quite difficult. Okay, the last verse. Everybody look at it so please. Thank you. Toole vully fana. Eg muddy rava. Korach. There's that CH sound again. Korach. Always zone in on that sound. Korach. When you're speaking Gaelga. Korach. Lawn de eishk. Eg chacht chun clodig. Orvur vowel. That last word there, vowel. A-E-I-O-U are all vowels. So it's the same word, vowel. Orvur vowel. In nerele. So an arach here. Okay, let's have a read so with the thing and we'll run it full, and if you are going to record it or take a piece of this thing and record it on your phone, pause the video now, play, record and pause when I finish, and you'll have your own recording of me reading this. Okay, let's go everybody. An tarach here, le Martino Duran, farig glana cre, de gimshan spadze, so gunas have im rohole, bin anum, son arach here. Farig kav cleav gogrim. Is on yaman yarag glunru, it danev grene, yorling vaughan, niavrok an roirk, son arach here. Mina ilochan in Eictor Diag Hra, a goti krapaha. Skali he is fuhu, tav roirk siachocht, son arach here. Toole vully fana eg muddy rava, korach lawn de eishk, eg chacht chun clodig, orvur vowel, in nerele, son arach here. No marks for going fast. None. I've had kids come in and read this like this, Farag Lana Create a Gimshan Spot, as a Gunas Ever Mohole, Bin on Nums and Arach here, and I thought, Jesus, is the place on fire? What's the rush? It's cool. You don't have to read it fast. Read it slow. Take your time. Because there's no marks for speed. The marks are for pronunciation. Okay, let's move along. Now, the next one, and I've put this one forth last, is Mugrosa Ider Lubini. Could you all open it there, please, so, and we'll have a look, and we'll give it a go. Now, My Lover, in brackets, by Toole. Now, I'm going to break this one up. I have it broken in my sheet here into first verse, second verse, third verse, fourth, and at the end from Och on, the fifth kind of piece, yeah? I find this one quite challenging now for people. I have found it difficult to teach people to say it correctly, and I have found people have found it difficult to get right. So let's really try and focus on this one and see how we get on. Okay. Magrasa idir lubini le nula ni ronal. Now the GH in Irish is one of the hardest, in terms of getting that sound. Like och is okay, amach, and terach here. Them ones aren't too bad. The GH, the DH, like magrasa, it comes from the back of the palate almost, from back here. Magrasa idir lubini le nula ni ronal. Quite hard. If you can't get the ronal or magrasa, don't be put out. These are just little things, but they do make you appear more fluent and more competent in this, and that's the way I'd like you all to come across when we get to this oral someday, hopefully. Okay, so it's magrasa idir lubini le nula ni ronal. First verse: Níl magrasa mar bhlá na narni a bhíonn in Gardín nó ar chrawn be. Now, I'll just run that again. Níl magrasa mar bhlá na narni a bhíonn na Gardín in Gardín nó ar chrawn be. Second verse, not too bad. Mar bhlá na narni possibly might be the difficult bit, but that's okay. Second verse, and I'll read it all at the end perfectly for you to record. Is mátá ein gweil. Watch gweil there. I would say to you, for the phonetic for that, write the word whale above it, as in a big fish, W-H-A-L-E, whale, and do something like this. There's whale, W-H-A-L-E, a whale, and put a G in front of it, and what do you get? Gweil. Whale with a G. Okay? And what does it give you? It's mátá ein, whale with a G, gweil. No? There's your whale. Where would you weigh a whale? In a whaleway station. No? There's why I hope you're laughing at that one, no? Okay, so gweil, whale. Let's carry on, so. It's mátá ein gweil again. Le nonini. It's asa chluasa a ásig siad. Nor a veik she ocht drig shias. Now let's have a look at that first there, so. Is mátá ein gweil again, whale with a G, le nonini, nonini. Is asa chluasa. Now be careful here. It's not a fásig siad, it's a ásig siad. Cross out the F there if you want, just cross it out. A ásig siad. Nor a veik she ocht drig shias. Let's just watch that last two words there. Nor a veik she ocht drig shias. T-R-I-G is trig, and put a D in front of it and you get drig. Okay. Ní hen glasa ceolver iad a chúla, táid ro congrach dá chéile an gé dul síos. Ní hen glasa ceolver iad a chúla, táid, now watch the next word. I'm going to break it up for you. Now if you want to simplify it, think of cone, as in an ice cream cone. Put ro in front of it, ro de board. Ro, cone, gruch. Now that's a basic phonetic for it. Ro de board, have an ice cream cone, ro, cone, gruch, gruch. If you pronounce it fully, rochongruch. Now there's a lot of in that, rochongruch. Try it, rochongruch or rochongruch, whichever you're comfortable with. Táid rochongruch dá chéile an gé dul síos. Second last one. Is má slim siada. Tá ribí agruige mar van Jove Shakespeare in a wire deligny. The only bit here I caution on is má slim siada. It's not siada, it's siada. See. I see you. I see the tree out the window. Siada. Is má slim siada. Tá ribí agruige mar van, not van dove. Mar van, say it? Yes, Jove. Well done. Mar van Jove Shakespeare in a wire deligny. Finally, ach. There's ach again, but it's ach. Ach. We're going to shine, guys. We are. Because we're not going to say ach. We're going to say ach. Ach, is Comalum. Tugan she dom Ula. Is nor a vian she in Nayum or Quera Fanuna. Let's just watch that last verse. Ach, get that right. Is Comalum. Tugan she dom Ula. But the last two lines. Is nor a vian she. And when he's in good humour, is nor a vian she na humour. Say humour, I'm in a bad humour, or he's in a good humour, or he's got very good humour. Humour. Now put na, N-D-E-A, na. In na, humour. The last word, quera finuna. Quera finuna. Okay, if you're going to record this, pause your video now, set your phone up. You love your phones. Probably have them right next to you. Set them up. Set me to sound record, Ario Toole, and here we go. Magrasa idir lubini le nula ni gono. Níl magrasa mar vlán an arni. A vian ngardin. No crown be. Is mátá ein gwelige le nonini. Is as a chlúsa a asig siad nor a veg se opt drig sias. Ní hen glasha kjolver iad a hula. Tai ro kongrach da chéle an gédol sias. Is má slim siada. Tá ribby a gruige mar van Jove Shakespeare in a wire deligni. Ach is Comalum, tugan sé dom Ula, is nor a vian sé na humor Quera Fanuna. Unpause your video now, or your recording, and save that. We now move along to the last one. And it seems to be the one everyone dreads, and I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's the worst. There is some pretty spiky stuff in it though, so let's just concentrate on this one now for 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next section that I want to talk to you about, is the interview itself, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown on that. Everybody, so open the page with on Spalpeen Fánach. Now, we don't know who wrote this one, so it's not going to be le by such a poet. It's going to be on Spalpeen Fánach, Fille Anahanid. Fille Anahanid. A na inid. Fille Anahanid. And na, you can say hin, H-I-N, and na hinid in the middle of it. You hear it? And na hinid. Fille Anahanid, an anonymous poet. Okay, let me read through the 3 verses one by one, pick out the kind of spiky bits, and we'll have a chat about those, and we'll take it from there. Okay? Okay, let's do that first. So, Im Spalpeen Fánach a time le fada. Now, that phrase, just on Spalpeen Fánach, it comes up regularly in the poem. At the end of the first verse, at the end of the second verse, at the end of the third verse. So if you get it right and smash it and nail it down and lock it down perfectly once, you'll have it all through the poem and you will sound good. And that's our aim here. We in Enniscorthy Vocational College are going to sound better than everyone else when we do this, right? On Spalpeen Fánach. It's not Fánach, it's Fánach. That broaden that first fa. So it's on Spalpeen Fánach. And get the ch at the end. It sounds good. Fánach. Let's go. Im Spalpeen Fánach a time le fada. Ag shasav mo chláinte. It's not sláinte. Cross out the S gently and just chláinte. Ag shasav mo chláinte. Ag shúl an drúchta gomoch maden. Look at that beautiful one. Ag shúl an drúchta gomoch maden. Try and get the ch in moch. Spell it M-U-C-K. Moch. There's moch in the garden. Moch maden. Is ag balu galler raha. Ach, glachfid fees orina grappies, cle is peak on saite. Is go brach a rish ni gle from anam, so tier sho on Spalpeen Fánach. Let's look at the second verse. Bovinnik mo chriel. Now watch the third and fourth word there. Bovinnik mo chriel. Now I would say a good phonetic for that one, and people find that one hard, is write down the word reel. A reel of thread, a reel of fishing gut, or even the dance, the Irish traditional dance, a reel. That in front of it, reel. See, reel with a H gives you reel. So write that over it. Bovinnik Mochreel. I just want to check the camera just to see if you guys can see that. I don't know, you see. Just about, guys. Bovinnik Mochreel. So H dash R-E-E-L, giving you an English spelling of the word. Real. Okay, let's drive on. Ba vinnic mo riel go clún gal mala. Is a shin go tibrid arn. I géirí na sóra híos do ghearhin córsa lehan leider. I galan go dalú is mo chúste im glach. Ag dul chun tosig ceard leo. Is nor a heim go dorlas, sé siúd a vína gum, sin chúf an spal pín fánach. Last verse. Go jo a ríis, ní rocket go cashel. Ag díl, no ag rec, mus láinte. Ná, vargan na sira I me hí cos balla. Bodarí na tíre ag tíocht a gapel. Á ifri an Willem Hiralta. Ténim chun siúl tá an cúrsa fada. Siúl an spal pín fánach. Let's break up the second verse just for hard bits. But vinnic mo riel, we spoke about that, go chlún gal mala. Is a shin go tibrid áran. Tibrid áran. I géirí na sura, he is, now watch this word here in the third line. I géirí na sura, second verse, he is the ghearhing. Córsa lehan leider. I galan go dalú mo húste im glach. There's the S is silenced again by the H, so it's mohushte im glach. Mohushte. If you want the phonetic for it, H-O-O, who, or W-H-O, who made that noise? Who asked the question? Who? So it's mohushte im glach. Glach, G-L-O-C-K, clock with a G. Ag dul chun tosig ceard leo, is nor a heim go dorlas, sé siúna vína gum, sin cúv an spal pín fánach. Just look at the last verse, please, for 1 second. Thank you. Go jo a ríis ní rocket go cashel. Now you'd hear ní roiad go cashel, ní rocket go cashel. Either one is fine. I use ní rocket, ní roiad. Sometimes depends on how I'm feeling on the day. Ní roiad go cashel. Ag deal, no ag rec mochláinte. Again, the S is silent in sláinte by the H, so it's not mochláinte, it's mochláinte. No, that's okay, or varga. It's a V sound there for varga, no sira. Im he, H-E. The S-H-U-I fada is not C, it's im he. Just write H-E over it, H-E-E, he. Im he koshbala. Im skinche. Im lativ schreide. Lativ, watch that word. Im skinche, im lativ schreide. Say it. Im skinche, im lativ schreide. And rewind it and make me say it 10 times. Im skinche, im lativ schreide. Till you have it perfect. Bodrina tira, ag tiocht. Now it's not a couple or a goppel. It's under horses, a goppel. Say, we all know the word for a horse. It's one of those words everyone knows. What's yours for a horse? Everyone says couple. It's like muntor. Shukra. Schnacht is another word everyone knows. But couple is a horse. But it's coming under horses. Like tiocht, a goppel. Goppel. Not goppel, ill. I'm feeling ill. It was an ill wind blowing goppel. Okay. Bodrina tír ag tíocht a gapel á ifri an Willem Hiralta. Ténim chun siúl tá an córsa fada, siúl an spal pín fánach. Okay, let's do it in one whip. If you're going to record, pause me now. And I'll do it in one whip now. And this is the one you record for your phone so you can practice. Here we go. An spal pín fánach, fille an ahanid. Im spal pín fánach a time le fada. Ag siasif mochláinte. Ag siúl an drochta gomok madan is ag balú galar ráhe. Ach glachfud fees ó rína grappies. Cle is peak chun saite. Is go brach a ríis ní glé for manim, so tír seo, an spal pín fánach. Verse 2. But vinnic mo riel go chlún gal mala. Is á sin go tibrid arn. I géirí na sóra híos do ghearhing. Córsa lehan leider. I galan go delús mo húste im glach. Ag dul chun tosig ceard lo. Is nor a heim go dorlas, sé siúd a vína gum, sin chúv an spal pín fánach. Go lo jo a ríis ní rocket go cashel, ag díl ná ag rec mochláinte. Nár vargan na sira im hí chospala, im skínse, im latív schreide. Bodarí na tíre ag tíocht a gapel. Á ifri an Willem Hiralta. Ténim chun siúl, tá an cuasa fada siúl siúd an spalpín fánach. Now, that concludes the the reading part of the interview. So, let's do a quick recap on what I said about the marking scheme. I said to you, when you come in, there's a file to a greeting. Hello, how are you? Sit down. How are you today? I'm good, thank you. There's actually, what's your exam number and what's your date of birth? Because they have to sign you in on the form. So he'll ask you, what's your exam number and what's your date of birth? That's part one, and that's worth 5 marks. The second part then is the léamh. The second part then, right, is the léamh na filiochta. As I said, 35 marks. The general conversation then and the interview itself, which is 120 marks, goes on for 8 minutes. And then finally, you have the Shrop Picture, which we won't get to today in this task. Be practicing those, what your fabulous teachers gave you. I know you've 4 fantastic Irish teachers here, who are brilliant at what they do, and they've all given you notes on the Shrop Picture, and they all have their different ways of doing it, and they all have their different tricks. Use the tricks you've been given, use the notes and advice you've been given for those. Right, so that's the reading out of the way. Now, I want to talk to you now next about the Fall 2. Different format here now altogether. So you arrive for the interview. Now, for the Fall 2, it's 5 marks, and Fall 2 comes from the word Fall 2, means welcome. So it's very simple. When you come in, the examiner will say, hello, Conas Tatu, how are you? What will you say? Tommy Gama. Will be one. Now, oh, by the way, sorry. For the purpose of this discussion now, right, have a pen and piece of paper for taking down notes. Don't worry about spelling. This is an oral interview. So, if I say to you, if the principal asks you, Conas Tatu, the interviewer, and you say, Tommy Gama, if you can't spell Gama, write down something that looks like Go-ma. It's the sound we're after here. Now, because I can't teach to one level, I'm going to teach it to all levels. Okay? And let me give you an example. When you go in and the examiner says to you, Conas Tatu, how are you? You say, Tommy Gama. It's a reasonable response. Tommy Gahintach, I'm fantastic. There's another response. If you want, Ní garantagum. No, I've no worries. No worries. Ní garantagum. Do you have to spell that? No. Say it. Níl garantagum. I've no complaints. Tommy erwin wicke. I'm in great form. I'm on the pig's back. So any of those things, let's go through those again. Conas Tatu, pick one you like and write it down. You can take Tommy Gama. Tommy Gohintach. I'm wonderful. Ní garantagum. No worries, no complaints. Tommy erwin wicke. I'm on the pig's back. A lot of people use Tommy nervishuk. I'm nervous. No, you're not. You're bulletproof. Okay. Tommy Gahintach, Tommy Gama, Tommy erwin wicke. I can't spell that, don't worry about spelling it. Just write down erwin na wicke. And practice, rewind me and practice me saying it. Okay, so the first question is Conas Tatu, Tommy Gama. Second question, what's your screwdriver atagod, or what's your screwdriver? Screwdo is an exam and iver is number. What's your exam number? Now, so you could be asked this way, Cain screwdriver atagod, or Codion screwdriver atagod, or Inishtum, tell me the screwdriver, your exam number. Okay, how do we deal with this? Everyone right now listening to this video, and I hope there's a lot of you watching it, have different exam numbers. I can't tell you all your exam numbers, but what I can do is this. There's only 10 digits. Go through the numbers and watch for the ch sound. If you have 8s and 7s in your exam number, you have a beautiful opportunity to say shacht, a hocht. Let me give you an exam number. A hen, a noid, a kuig, a she, a shacht, a hocht, a ne, a de. A do. Right. So let's go through the numbers quickly as you hope you know. Write down your exam number now on your piece of paper. 179365542. I'm going to call out all the numbers in Irish and then play me back and write those numbers opposite your things, but write them the way they sound. A hen, a do, a tree, a cahar, a cuig, a she, a shacht, a hocht, and a de. Watch a shacht, a hocht. They're beautiful ones to say, and if you get the chance, say them properly. Okay. Now, basically, in a nutshell, they're your exam number. So give your examiner Cain screwdriver at all. Go to hen, a shacht, a hocht, and a de, and everything's fine. Everything's good. Right. So basically, in a nutshell, right. The next question will be simple then. Cáhanna rugach tú. They do need your date of birth to sign you in. So you sign your name and your date of birth and your exam number. So how would they ask you what's your date of birth? Cáhanna rugach tú. When were you born? Or Cén dáta brethe atá agat. What's your dáta brethe? Date of birth. Now, for this one, you all have different dates of birth, and I know your teachers have given you these, yeah? But the standard answer is Rugach me. I was born Eran. I was born on Triú Lá Deag de Anar, the 13th of April. You know, on Triú Lá Deag de Fiora, the 13th of February. Now, on Carú Lá Deag de Anar. Like, you all have a different date of birth, so your teachers have given you that. And, you know, if anyone's caught for it again, send me an email and I'll give it to you in writing, because you all have different dates of birth. So, that's the file 2. Let's run through it now. Cadas anam dit. Jodas anam dum. Conas tatu. Tame gama. Tame nervishok. Tame guhintok. Tame erwinamwike or Neil Garantigum. I have no complaints. Third question. Cadi an screwdriver atá agat or inishdum the screwdriver? Tell me your exam number. Hen, a do, a nine, a tree, a hocht, a shacht, a do. Learn it off your exam number with those use those lovely numbers. And finally, Cén dáta brethe atá agat or Cáhanna rugach tú. When were you born or what's your birthday? The answer is the same. Rugach me Eran. I was born on the Triú Lá Deag de Anar. Now for the years, most of you are 2001, 2002. So if you're 2001, write this down. Gá Mhíle agus a hen. If you're 2002, Gá Mhíle is a do. If you're 2003, Gá Mhíle is a tree. Or Gá Mhíle is a car. But it's Gá Mhíle 2000 agus a do. Gá Mhíle agus a tree, 2003. Gá Mhíle is agus a car. Okay. Now, that's your file 2 over. That's 5 marks in the bag. Let's go through it. Cadas anam dit. What's your name? Cadi an screwdriver atá agat. What's your exam number? Cén dáta brethe? What's your date of birth? Or Cáhanna rugach tú. When were you born? The answer is Rugach me Eran. I was born on, and you put in the dates and all that. Okay. Now, moving along. The file 2 now is out of the way. 3 simple questions. What's your name? What's your date of birth? What's your exam number? Probably Conas taught to at the start, how are you, just to be pleasant. That's it, 5 marks. And you've got your 35 for the reading and you've got your 5. Boom. We're moving forward nicely and we've got the marks. Okay. Let's go for the interview itself on Toggle of Fane. Okay? Now, one of the first questions that a lot of people get. Now, this is going to get a bit messy here now, because remember one thing. I'm going to try and deliver this piece here that I've put together, right? It's my first time teaching a situation where I don't have all the fantastic kids in front of me. Yeah, each with their own needs and each with their own problems and each with their own things. It's not there. And I have to decide what level I'm teaching to. I'm going to try and teach to all levels. So watch my answers. If you're going for the higher level and you're going for a higher grade, pick the more complex stuff that I'm saying. And I'll give you the example with this. The first question is Cowell to with the Choni. Now your teachers have gone through this, which where are you living? Tommy and Machoni in Inniscorthig, Lochgarman. Now that's the basic unit. Tommy and Machoni in Inniscorthig. I'm living in Enniscorthy, in Gunte, Lochgarman, in County Wexford, in Gunte, Lochgarman. Say that, in Gunte, Lochgarman. Now, we can add to that. Tommy and Machoni in Lauren Valje, in Gunte, in Inniscorthig, in Gunte, Lochgarman. I'm living in the middle of the town. Tommy and Machoni, Erimmelan Valje. I'm living at the edge of town. Now, if you're in the countryside, Tommy and Machoni, Fuin Tuha. Fuin Tuha is in the countryside, in Lochgarman. If you're in areas, I don't know all your areas, but the teachers, if you need to know your area, like you know, Barntown or Glenbrine or Camolin or Marshallstown, I'm sure you know you will know that anyway from locally. But just ask your teachers again. Email your teachers and ask them. But Tommy and Machoni in Inniscorthig in Lochgarman. I'm living in Enniscorthy. Tommy and Machoni in Lauren Ballia. Erimil an at the edge of town, in Iniscorrig, Loch, Gunte, Loch Garman. The next question that generally comes up is, Inish Dumfrey the Clown. Now, I was thinking about this, how it's the best way to do this. I didn't want to get bogged down in this question because so many of you have 6 brothers, 3 brothers, 2 brothers, 1 brother, 2 sisters, 1 sister, 2 brothers, 5 brothers, 4 sisters. You're all different and you're all unique in your own way in that regard. So, I am going to just do a situation where I'm just going to pretend, in my case, that you have 1 brother and 1 sister. By the way, you don't have to tell the truth in this interview. You do realise that. I mean, if you want to come into this interview and talk about, you know, the herds of wild deer roaming across the hills in Enniscorthy in the morning when you look out your bedroom window, that's fine. You can do that too. Yeah? No one is going to say that's not true. This is about speaking Irish, and the marker is instructed to write down and score you for speaking Irish. Yeah? Okay. No matter what you're talking about. Okay. People say to me, oh, I live in the middle of nowhere and there's no facilities in my area. There is. There's swimming pools, there's post offices, there's golf courses, there's driving McDonald's, there's movie theatres, there's libraries, there's Lowerlin, there's Skull in it, there's a Bun Skull, a Man Skull, a Gael Skull, yeah, and all, everything. It's all there. And, you know, you talk about the town in general if you're living outside the town. Okay, let's go. Inish Dumfrey the Clown. For your clown, or your clown, your family, I tend to do this. I don't talk about mums and dads because it gets complicated. I tend to say, Tá graharawanagum, agus tá grafuarawanagum. I have 1 brother and 1 sister. And that's the way I'm going to approach this question with you guys because, you know, I don't know how many you have, but 1 of each is fine, and if that's what you want to stick to. Tá graharawanagum, tá grafuarawanagum. I have 1 brother and I have 1 sister. Mo grahar, my brother, Liam is anam do. Tá sé na Choni in Loch Garman, he's living in Wexford. Tá sé Gubber, he's working. Okay, let's break this one down for whatever you want. Tá Gubber a shoppa, he's working in a shop. Tá sé Gubber a suppa sports, suppa Toole, he's working in a... Tá sé Gubber a Nuachtan, he's working in a newsagents. Tá sé Gubber a Lowerlin, he's working in a library. Is Skull. Tá sé Gubber in Ifig, in an office. In Ostan, in a hotel. Okay? Tá sé Posta, he's married. Tá Makawanega, he has 1 son. Mo Grifour, my sister, Sheila is anam D. Sheila's her name. Tá she fehe shocked mlíana dish, she's 27. Tá she fehe 3 mlíana dish. Tá she fehe hocht mlíana dish, she's a certain age, whatever you want. Now where's she working? Tá she Gubber is shoppa, sport, shoppa Toole. Tá she Gubber, she's working at Monarcha in a factory. Tá she Gubber is Skull, she works in a school. Tá she Gubber in Ostan, she works in a hotel. Tá she Gubber in Lowerlin, she's working in a library. Tá she Gubber in Beelin, she works in a restaurant. Whatever you want. Tá she Gubber, she's working in. Is she married? Tá she Posta. Is she not married? Níl she Posta. If she is married, tá she Posta. Tá Makawanaki, she has 1 son. Jimmy is anam do. Jimmy is his name. So, for the family, it's a difficult one for me to do, right? Now, so the first question is, where are you living? Tommy Mahoney in Loch Garman. In Stumphy the Clown. Now, they generally tend to ask you about your counter, and this is one area where we can really be helpful here. My counter, your area. Now, what I think in relation to your area is this, right? Whiteboard marker, good, because the last time I did this, I covered the whiteboard and permanent marker. Now just see, can you see this? So the next question is, and if you have your sketch pad in front of you and some notes and a pen and some paper, so the first thing I would say is this. The next question is, Inish dom fui the counter. Tell me about your area. Inish dom fui an oit in a will to the choni. Tell me about the place where you're living, or your counter, your area. Now, the word that comes up here a lot is A for the I-S-E-A-N-N-A. Oshana. I want to check this camera to see if you can see that because it's not picking up the... It is A for the I-S-E-A-N-N-A. Sorry guys, I'm back. Oshana. Facilities. Oshana. It's the counter. Facilities in your area. So what will the question be? Inish dom, tell me, fui the counter, about your area. Or, inish dom fui the oshana in your counter. So counter. The facilities in your counter. Okay. Everybody, start this answer like this. Tá áisina réasúnta, I like this, maha. It's the word ma with an e on it, maha. Ma counter. Now, so, tá áisina réasúnta maha ma counter. Take that down now and practice it till you can, not, don't practice it till you get it right. Practice it till you can't get it wrong. There's a difference. Okay? Tá áisina réasúnta maha ma counter. As most of you know, I play the guitar and I mess around the piano a bit. With songs on the guitar, I've always had a policy of you practice it, not till you get it right, till you can't get it wrong. Okay, and that's the key to mastering anything, right? Tugging mástruach le cleachta, as they're saying in Irish, mastery comes with practice. Practice makes perfect, okay? Tá áisina réasúnta maha ma counter. There's reasonably good facilities in my area. Now, if you don't want to go around with that, there's a lot of facilities in my area. You can change it to, here's a slightly easier version. Tá alán áisina ma counter. There's a lot of facilities in my area. Tá alán áisina ma counter. Now, we're going to go through some of the facilities. This will be oral based because we're all living in similar areas and we all have similar. Okay, so you can start taking the stuff down as I'm calling it out and pause me and rewind me back and stuff like that, you know. Okay, here we go. What's in your area? What are the áisina? Tá alán áisina ma counter, or tá áisina réasúnta maha ma counter. There's reasonably good. Réasúnta maha ma counter. Tá áisina réasúnta maha ma counter. Okay, let's go. Now, we're going to break it into three pieces. Mother le. As regards, or in relation to. Mother le. Corsi. Mother le corsi idicus. Now this means, as regards educational matters, mother le corsi idicus. Now you don't have to use that if you don't want to. That's higher level kind of stuff. Mother le corsi idicus. With regard to educational affairs. But if you don't want to use that, go straight to the next piece. This piece. Tá. Have you a primary school in your area? Yes. Good. What is it, everyone? Come on. Yes, bun skull. Tá. Bun skull. Ma counter. There's a primary school in my area. Go again. Tá. Is there a Gael school in your area? Yes, there is. Tá. Gael school. Ma counter. So, mother le corsi idicus, with regard to educational affairs, you're saying, there's a bun school in my counter, there's a primary school in my area, tá Gael school in my counter, there's a secondary school, and there's the best secondary school in Ireland in your area. Tá man school. SCOIL. Ma counter. Right, let's break it down. Inishtum, tell me, the examiner says, fui the counter about your area. Or he says, Inishtum fui, tell me about no áisina in the counter, the facilities in your area. Out you go. Mother le corsi idicus. No, how do we start our answer? Sorry, I'll go back. Tá áisina réasúnta maha ma counter. There's reasonably good facilities in my area. So we say this right. If you don't want to say that, say mother le corsi idicus. With regard to education. If you don't want to say that, go straight into this. Tá bun school in my counter. There's a primary school in my area. Tá Gael school in my counter. Tá man school in my counter. And there's a secondary school in my area. Last time, tá bun school in my counter. Tá Gael school in my counter. August tá man school in my counter. There's a secondary school. Now, you're still not finished answering this. Because mother le corsi, with regard to matters, mother le corsi sport. No, take off sport. Whoa. Please don't tell me it's a permanent marker. Right. Madar le corsi socialta. Madar le corsi socialta. In relation to social affairs. Right? Let's do it. What's in your area? Tá. Ling snava. Agus. Pick Toole. In my area. Ma. Counter. Now you need to be careful here to make sentences. There's a young lady came into me that I was interviewing a large member, and I said, listen, Inish don't feed a counter, tell me about your area. And she said, Pictorlin, Shoppa Kjol, Shoppa Broga, Auerklin, Oston, Lowerlin, Scott. She just gave me this huge list. She gets the marks for what we call Severus. She gets the marks for having a rich vocab. She had all the words, but she loses the marks for what we call Kumas Chunga, power to use the language. So here's the difference. Make sentences to get those marks. Talling snav agus pictorlin in my counter. There's a swimming pool and a cinema in my area. This is for social affairs, right? Tá club iha. Oh, I father CH. What's wrong with me to hear me spelling? Tá club iha agus club oiga ma counter. Watch. Second part of your answer. You've done Madar le corsi idikish with regard to educational affairs. Now, second part of your answer. Madar le corsi socialta with regard to social affairs. Talling snava agus pictorin in my counter. There's a swimming pool and a cinema in my area. Tá club iha agus club oiga in my counter. There's a nightclub and a youth club in my area. Now, the third part of your answer. Start again now and put this sentence down for part 3. Madar le corsi with regard to, don't forget business and shops and all that. Madar le corsi gno with regard to business affairs. Agus, and if you really want to impress, Madar le corsi gno agus ac na miochta with regard to business and economic affairs. So, keep it simple. Madar le corsi gno with regard to business affairs. Or Madar le corsi gno agus ac na miochta with regard to business and economic affairs. Let's pronounce it. Madar le corsi gno agus ac na miochta with regard to business and economic affairs in your area. What have you got? Simple. Tá. Here we go. Shoppy, the shops, the gach, size. Now this word size, you might say sort, tá shoppy the gach sort. There's shops of every sort. I say tá shoppy the gach size. There's shops of every type. Same thing, gach sort, gach size. Here we go. Let's go through them. Tá shoppa broga. Now, keep putting in my area. What is it everyone? In my what? Counter. Very good. Tá shoppa broga in my counter. Tá shoppa. What other shops have you got in your area? Come on, easy. Think about it. Tá shoppa sport. Ma counter. And we'll give one more. Tá Unit. Now you all know the Irish for a shopping centre. Unit shoppa doirachta ma counter. Now, so your answer now has 3 lovely parts. The first bit is Madar le corsi idikish. With regard to educational affairs, tá bun school, man school, agus bun school in my counter. There's a bun school, a primary school, a man school, a secondary school, agus Gael school, an Irish school, in my counter. Tá blang, blah 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 in my counter. Second point to your answer, Madar le corsi socialta with regard to social affairs. You said If this, in my counter. The last part of your answer. Modern le corsi gno with regard to business affairs, or modern le corsi gno agus acnamiacta in relation to business and economic affairs, you're saying, right? Tá shoppa de gach size shoppy. There's shops of every type. Tá shoppa broga in my counter. There's a clothes shop. A shoe shop. Tá shoppa sport in my counter. There's a sports shop. Tá unid shoppa dorachta in my counter. And there's a shopping centre in my area. Now, what does all that mean? Unid, don't forget unid, shoppa dorachta. All that means you have fabulous facilities in your area. Let's finish the answer off. Therefore, mar shin. Therefore, tá, how do you say reasonably good facilities in my area? Go back to the start of your answer. Tá áisina réasúnta maha I ma counter. Therefore, tá áisina réasúnta maha I ma counter. Therefore, there's reasonably good facilities in my area. Got it? Mar sin. Therefore, there's tá áisina réasúnta. So you have three parts to your answer now. Let's just break it down one last time. On your sheet in front of you, you should have, now if you haven't got it down, play back the video and practice with me. Inish dump for the counter. Tell me about your area or tell me about na áisina in the counter. Three parts to your answer. Modern le corsi socialta. Modern le corsi idicus. With regard to educational affairs. Tá bunscoil, manscoil agus gaelscoil in my counter. Modern le corsi socialta. With regard to social affairs. Tá club oige, tá club sport, club pel, tá linksnava, course of golf, in my counter. And the last piece, modern le corsi gno, with regard to business affairs, or modern le corsi gno agus acnamiacta. Modern le means in relation to. Modern le corsi gno agus acnamiacta, the last part, with regard to business and economic affairs. Tá shoppa sport in my counter. Tá shoppa broga in my counter. Pick any one you want. Tá shoppa lower in my counter. Tá óstán in my counter for business. And the last one, agus tá unid shoppa dorachta. Shoppa dorachta is a shopping centre in my counter. Finish your answer. Mar sin. Therefore, tá áisina réasúnta maha in my counter. There's reasonably good facilities in my area. Okay. Now, okay, right. You've now been asked about your family, where do you live, and the things in your area. Now, I am going to move on, right, I'm going to move forward just from your area. I know you will be asked about the advantages or problems in your area, and like I could finish area, but what I want to do is, because the time is tight here, I want to move on to the section about school, right? Because you will be asked about what subjects do you do, what's your favourite subject, and what subject do you like most, and what subject do you like least. I'm running over time with the video, but I want to get this done with you before I say goodbye, because I have to be honest with you, I think this is an area that would be easy to do in this way, the way I'm trying to do this for you, okay? So let's have a look, guys, right? Come on out, right? Here we go. Stay with me now, right? We're nearly there. Hang in there. If you want, pause now, go and take it easy and take a break for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and come back. I'll carry on. I'll be here. Just pause me. Right? Here we go. You're going to be asked about na hábhar scoile a dhéanann tú. The school subjects that you do, right? So, school subjects that you do. And basically, na hábhar scoile a dhéanann tú. So, what are cadiad na hábhar scoile a dhéanann tú? What are the subjects that you do? So, just excuse me one sec, please. Na hábhar scoile a dhéanann tú. Sorry, tá brother, I had to just, Mr. Sharkey was just the person making the video. I was wondering how much tape we need. Okay, So na hábhar scoile a dhéanamh tú, the subjects that you do. Now, the first word that comes out of your beak when you're asked that is déanam. Say it, everybody. Déanam. I do. Okay. Now you can say déanam shocked nábhar. I do 7 subjects or whatever. I'm going to do the subjects. Okay, déanam English, everybody. Good. Berla. Irish. Gaeilge. You wouldn't be here listening to my nonsense if you didn't do Irish, correct? Berla, Gaeilge, agus Mata. I do Irish, English and maths. We make another sentence. Don't just give a big list. Come back to déanam again. Déanam. I do. Now, I'm going to go through a few more of the common ones, right? Déanam. I'm a Dóireacht. D-O-I-R-E-A-C-H-T. I'm a Dóireacht. Woodwork, if you do it. Homek. Ac. Na míocht. Valja. So déanam I'm a Dóireacht. Ac na míocht valja. Home economics. My mind's gone blank now. What other subjects do we do? Oh yeah. Bioliocht. Biology. Bioliocht. Geography. Tír oliocht. Oliocht meaning science. Tír oliocht would be science of countries. Bioliocht is science of the body. Bioliocht. Make that sound. Tír oliocht. They're two nice ones. Ac na míocht valja. I'm a Dóireacht. They all have that sound. I'm a Dóireacht. Ac na míocht valja. Bioliocht. Tír oliocht. I suppose chemic. C-E-I-M-I-C. Chemic is chemistry, if any of you do it. So, metalwork. Untitled Chapter. Okay, now, Gaeilge. So, the question is, céir díod na hábhar scoile a dhéanamh tú? What are the subjects you do? Déanam is the first word that comes out of your mouth. I do, déanam, déanam. Berla, Gaeilge, Mata. Say déanam again. Déanam, I'm a Dóireacht, ac na míocht valja, bioliocht, tír oliocht, chemic, Untitled Chapter, whatever it is, freshen. Alien, art. E-A-L, I thought alien is art. Freshen, F-R-E-I-S, just means as well. Let's go through it. Céir díod na hábhar scoile a dhéanamh tú? What are the subjects you do? Shout, déanam. Déanam Berla, Gaeilge, agus Mata. I do English, Irish and maths. Déanam ac na míocht valja. I'm a Dóireacht. Bioliocht, tír oliocht, alien, Untitled Chapter, chemics, freshen also. So I do these three, and I do this, and this, freshen also. Now, the next question, if I have left out a subject again, please feel free to email me, right? And the email address again is Lawrence O'Toole, L-A-U-R-E-N-C-E-O-T-O-O-L-E, Lawrence O'Toole at wwetb.ie. So that's Lawrence O'Toole at wwetb.ie. Now, the next question, and I'm going to have to wind down soon because I'm out of time. My time is used up, but I'm going to keep going. If they ask you what subjects do you do, I think you can all guess what the next question is going to be. An tábhar subject is fearr leat. The subject is fearr leat that you like. Now they could say, Cad é an ábhar scoile is má leat, which subject do you like? Cad é an tábhar scoile is fearr leat, which is the subject you prefer? This is a very easy one to deal with. Is fearr lum, and the English teachers are going to love me here, is fearr lum Berla. I prefer English. Now, I'm just going to give you 3 words to describe why you prefer English. Tá, sé, it's practical, easy one to remember, listen to this. Tá sé practicúil. Yeah? It's interesting. Anybody? Anybody? Tá sé? You got one on your phone, a card? Simule. Good. Tá sé practicúil. Tá sé simúl, it's practical, it's interesting. Tá sé tanavok. It's enjoyable. And add in at the end, is ma lum on muntor. I like the teacher. Why? Tá sé, it could be a she. Tá sé or she canasta, kind. Agus, and an effective teacher. Fuck talk. No. Watch this now, guys. Okay. Cadé an tábhar scoile is fearr leat. What's your favourite subject? Is fearr lum bearla. I like English. Don't wait to be asked why. Keep going. Tá sé practicúil. It's practical. Tá sé simúil. It's interesting. Tá sé tanavok. It's enjoyable. Is malam an muntor. I like the teacher. Tá sé or she, he or she is canasta, kind, agus éfachtóch, and effective. Now, the reason I'm wiping this off, because if you're taking this down in your notes, pause me, alright? Because we're caught for time, as you know. Time is something we're all surfing on here. Okay, now, the last piece. An tábhar scoile knock ma lat. They're going to say the kind of subject that you don't like, or they might say an tábhar scoile an tábhar is fualat. No, I think that's a bit strong. There's no subject that you hate. Like it's an tábhar scoile knock ma lat, or an tábhar scoile is fualat. So I think for this one, the maths teachers are going to be outraged. Ní ma lum mata. I don't like maths. They're going to freak out here, but sure, look, it's if I say no, if I asked most of you people out there tomorrow, if I met you all together, which one do you hate? You'd all say, oh, maths with a groan. Ní ma lum mata. So for the example, tá sé dakar. It's difficult. Tá sé lad ránach. It is boring. Yeah? And you can say ní ma lum an muntor. I don't like the teacher. Sorry, Ms. Aspel. Sorry, Mr. Whelan. Sorry, Mr. Murphy. Sorry, Mr. Meehan. I don't like the teacher. Ní ma lum an muntor. Why? Let's say something why. Mar, because tá sé or she, he or she is concroch. What does concroch mean? Cranky. Now, so, cadé an tábhar scoile knock ma lat? Ní ma lum mata. Don't wait to be asked why. Ní ma lum mata. Keep going. Tá sé dakar. It's difficult. Tá sé ladránach. It's boring. Ní ma lum an muntor. Mar tá she or sé concroch. I don't like the teacher. Mar tá sé concroch. Cranky. Bad humour. Okay? Poor maths teachers, huh? We've been very unfair to them, but we have to pick a subject we don't like, so I just tossed a coin last night and maths came out. Okay, now, let's go through that again. Cadí na Harvard School a dhéanaan tú? What are the subjects you do? Go for it. What's the first word that comes out of your beak? Déanam. I do. Déanam Béarla, Déanam Gaeilge, Déanam Mata. Déanam Frankish, Déanam Garamond for German, or Frankish for French. Academic Valia, Déanam Star for history. I left that out. Star. Think of a star in the sky. Déanam Tír for geography. Déanam Alín. Cadé an ábhar scoile is malat or is fearr leat? Oh, is malam Béarla. Tá sé simúil. It's interesting. Tá sé tanavok. It's enjoyable. Tá sé practicúil. It's practical. Is malam an muntor. I like the teacher. Tá sé or she canasta. She's kind. Cardúil. Tá sé cardúil. He's friendly. Tá sé éfachtóch. Éfachtóch. Effective. Next question. Cadé an ábhar scoile knock ma lat? What subject don't you like? Ní ma lum mata. Tá sé ladránach. It's boring. Tá sé dakar. It's difficult. Ní mála man múntóir, mar tá sé ar sí concrach. I don't like the teacher because he or she's cranky. Okay, so that concludes the subject. That's as far as I got. In the next blog, if we put one together, and I'm up for it, don't worry, I'll be here. And as soon as we organise the next one, which we'll send out, and that'll be, we'll take it from, how far have we got? We've done the reading, 35 marks. We've completed the file 2, remember? What's your name? What's your address? What's your exam number? 5 marks. We've now started with two féin. Your family, the clown. Cobble to the Coney, where are you living? We've done the ocean and the facilities in your area, and we've broken into 3 bits. Modern le Corsi, with regard to educational affairs, Corsi Idicus. We did Modern le Corsi Gno agus Academiacta. So finally, what I'll say to you is this. Thanks for tuning in, right? Look after yourselves and your loved ones. Listen to what the scientists are telling you. Please carry on practicing social isolation. Please don't be down the town with groups, because, you know, we have a duty of care to protect the old people of this country from spreading it. We do, we genuinely do. And follow the advice of the scientists. And I miss you all. I look forward to seeing you all again in a couple of weeks. Look after yourselves, and hopefully we'll all meet again soon. And we'll all be back to normal. Thanks very much. Slán go fóill.